Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I have updated, and that is for good reason. I have been busy. If you don't already know this, I have moved to Los Angeles. I am an official resident as of 2 months ago, and I am loving it. I have been so busy. Since I moved here, I had to go back to Chicago for a week. I went to New York and I worked on a fitness app, and I've been doing all kinds of projects here, which has kept me super busy. So that's really exciting, but today I want to talk about taking risks and the things that we need to do in order to be successful. So, to all of those people who reach out to me, or to anybody who's just stumbling across my video, you ask yourself, or you ask somebody, how can I do what you do? Or how can I be successful in this industry as a model, as an actor, as a casting director, whatever it is? And there's obviously never going to be a cut and dry way to do anything. I mean, you could go to a 4-year college for any career that you want to go to, and there's no guarantee that you're actually going to do a career in that field unless that's something that you absolutely put your entire life into and you make it happen. So it's the same concept in this world. This world, and I'm going to speak as an actor, it's more competitive in the way that there are lots of people trying to do what you do. And you have to go to school for it. Some people are obviously really gifted. They don't actually need a whole lot of training, or some people have been in theater their whole lives. But regardless if you are a seasoned actor or you're new to the game, you need to take classes. You need to get a coach. You need to practice continuously in order to get really sharp and get all of the tools that you need to succeed. So instead of asking everybody and trying to find some answers as to why you're not booking things, why you can't get an agent, why, look within and find out what is it that you need to work on. If you don't know, ask a professional. Go to classes, go to workshops, ask these coaches for advice. You need those honest opinions. You need honesty. You need to hear the truth so that you actually know what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are if you don't know them. And sometimes you might think you know what your weaknesses are, but you may not. You don't know until you can have an outside person watch you do your work and give you really critical information to grow. I have been modeling for more of my life than I can actually explain. Acting is less of that, but I've been doing it quite some time. I get paid to do things. I consider myself a professional. I show up to set, I show up to auditions, and I'm a professional. But I still struggle in a lot of ways. I struggle in making strong choices sometimes. I struggle just being able to fully open up or fully immerse myself into a scene or an emotion. And that is a thing that I'm aware of, that I work on. I don't necessarily always know how to unlock that, but by working with several coaches or in different classes, I'm allowing myself to work in an environment that's safe, that's going to give me the feedback that's going to help me grow. Now, if you're afraid of doing those things, the fact of it is that you won't really get any further in this career by not working on your skills. Now, there are some people who get it, have never acted before, go to an audition and book it right off the bat. And that's because they had the right look, their performance was great. They just were naturally really good at that particular role. But that doesn't mean that they're going to keep booking work. And if you look at even large actors who are A-list actors, a lot of them still have coaches. I mean, most of them do, because when you're preparing for roles, or you're preparing for a big audition, whether or not you have to read or not as an actor for a big director anymore, you still have to have someone giving you something to help your performance have a larger balance to it and a little bit more depth to it. Because of course we can dig real deep and find all of those inner experiences to put into our work, it's not always going to be there in some ways. So though this is a very singular career path, the more help that you can get from other people is the better. I know that acting classes can be very pricey, but it's something that is really valuable for any person trying to get better at anything, taking a class and practicing. So invest in your actual careers. You're going to have to spend money. Acting is not cheap. So know that you can't quit your job. Know that you're not just going to automatically start working, and it might take 10 years. You might have luck in a year. It really is just so subjective to every single person. I still model continuously in order to pay my bills. I do events from time to time. I bartend events from time to time. You have to be creative if you want to be successful. You have to take risks if you want to be successful. And you have to really be able to let yourself go, but practice and be so self-aware in the way that you can control your movements and the way that you produce your words so that they sound like something you just found and not something that you were trying to pull from your brain and repeat. So that is my 2 cents for the day. I love helping people, and I want people to keep asking me for help and advice and questions, so send those my way still, please, but just take that advice. Agents, casting directors, all of these people, if they're seeing your resume being submitted or you're self-submitting or you're trying to get to an agency and they see that you are actively making those steps to better yourself as an artist and a performer, there's way more opportunities out there than for someone who's hoping to get discovered. It's not going to happen. You're not just going to get discovered. The likelihood of being an A-list celebrity actor is so slim. But if you have realistic goals, you set them for yourself, and every single day you do something towards your goal, you're going to reach that goal so much quicker than the person who wants to sleep in and be a bum and spend their money on wasting away on something else that has no benefit to your actual career or your personal development. Be the person that separates yourself from the normal person. Make yourself stand out by being strong and professional, and practice, practice, practice. Even if it just means that you only can afford to go to free workshops or go online and watch free tutorials. Do that stuff. It doesn't matter. Just practice. Hopefully this is helpful information. Please send all of your questions to me. In the meantime, watch my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and happy Sunday.